When most people talk about karma, they are likely referring to the great law of cause and effect. Patel says, according to this law, whatever thoughts or energy you put out, you get back. Good or bad, you are bound to get whatever energy you put out. Hello, people. Welcome to D&Z TV, the place where we give you all the latest gist and happenings in our society, especially as it affects the Ooni of Ife's household, which happens to be the most celebrated royalty in Africa right now. If you argue with me, please do so with your keep heart. Olori is not able to conceive because of the way they treated Naomi. Yes, the Oloris are unable to conceive today because of the way they treated Naomi. You cannot receive what you don't give out. You see, this law of karma thing is something a lot of people take for granted. They look at it as if it's just hearsay, it's just here. But look at it. It's happening in the glaring eyes of the Ooni of Ife's palace. Even him himself as the Ooni, by tradition, he's supposed to marry as many wives as he wants. But right about now, since Naomi left, nothing seems to be happening. Peace seems to have eluded him. Every day one trouble, every day one trouble. If a dark cloud does not come today, tomorrow part of the palace will fall down. Next tomorrow, fire outbreak. Imagine the things that are happening. And you're still here arguing with me about karma. They say karma is something you cannot run away from. It might take time, don't get me wrong, but it is certain that it will definitely come. You don't go out fighting someone that God has anointed. Even if the person has made a mistake, you do not need to now be bad or hard on them. Because if you're bad and hard on them, you're bound to have karma. It will come definitely. It will definitely come. So it is good for you to send out positive energies, because if you send out positive energies, you're bound to have positive energies back coming to you. But my people, when you send out negative energies, just go home and prepare yourself to receive negative energies, because there will definitely come your way. There are so many laws of karma that are out there, but the one that is the most recognizable is that whatever thoughts or energy you put out, you're going to get that back. So if you're there referring to feeling that, well, this one no go happen, this one no go happen, it is going to happen. In order for you to get what you want, you must make sure that you keep your hands clean. Now, somebody now ask, is karma law a real thing? That's what somebody was asking. Since karma is based on intent, accidental happenings do not count towards karmic justice or consequences. It's possible to prove that karma is real, but for the people who believe in it, it can be often lead to strong friendships and happiness. You see, if all those Oloris have treated Naomi with peace and harmony, the way Naomi came, they gave her love, they made her to feel good like someone who has already been there before now, I'm sure they will not be in this kind of circumstances they now find themselves in. But once they came into the palace, they now started behaving as if what I don't know, mistreating her, treating her in ways and chances that it's not really befitting of someone who's of a royal standard. She is of a royal blood, and she has been there for many years. And there's an African adage that says, a cane wey dem carry flog her wife wey dey for house before. When new wife come, that cane they wait for am too. That was what happened. Now, they now came with the intent that, okay, they are going to push away Naomi, But now, guess what's happening to them? They are all running from pillar to post. Look at Yeyeluwa yesterday. That was even part of it. She was very, very instrumental to Naomi leaving the palace. They have collected her oil wells. There was even a time Yeyeluwa was even dethroned from the throne. Look at the section of the house where Miriam was staying. God got it by fire. All these are karmic elements that are coming back to her. You know, we might just be looking at it now as if it's something that is happening to Naomi alone. But even in our own individual lives, it is better for us to keep our hands straight. Once you keep your hands straight, your tendency of you going scot-free is there. You will definitely not have issues that you will be dealing with and fighting every day. Because it even got to a point where we now started having sagging queens. Sagging queens were now walking up and down in the palace. Especially the one who is on Instagram. Olori Tobi Phillips. She goes to Instagram, she does things, she even twerks, and she was even dancing on table dance. It's wrong. And even the last time, Ooni even complained that she was giving Ooni lap dance. He does not need to give Ooni a lap dance because Ooni is a royalty. Yes, I know that Ooni might have enjoyed those things when he was much younger, but not now, not anymore. Ooni has so many things to look forward to. So going to receive a lap dance from a queen is something that we do not understand. But in another way and dimension, I still feel it's good. Instead of him to be looking outside, let him now rather receive the lap dance inside the palace. Because in that way now, it makes more sense and makes more logical understanding instead of him to going outside to get it. Now, is karma a spiritual law? Everyone has to abide by this law. This law of cause and effect can be said to be a spiritual equivalent of the Newton's law of motion, which states that for every action there is an equal or opposite reaction. Being universal in nature, the doctrine of karma is impartial. You might now begin to feel, after all, some people are doing evil things and going away with it for how long? My brother, let me tell you, you cannot go with it forever. A time will come where you will pay, and you're going to pay dearly. My only wish and prayer is that anybody that does bad should receive the bad. Not to go and receive where the Bible says, I will visit the sins of the father on their grandchildren. That one are the one way I know like. If anybody does anything, the people should actually pay for their sins. Somebody was now asking, is karma in the Bible? We'll now send to Hebrews chapter 9 verse 27. It says, just as people are destined to die once, and after that to face judgment. You see, the Bible in the New Testament has answered to the law of karma, that everybody is destined to die once, and after that face judgment. In James 3:18, it says, peacemakers who sow in peace reap a harvest of righteousness. So it is high time we begin to stop feeling that you can go away with everything you do. No, it is not always like that. Once you sow any seed you sow, you're going to reap that seed. So for the Oloris that felt they can suppress Naomi, they can pin her down, they can do the things they did to her, now how can they begin to conceive? And how do you even expect them to have kids when they do not, they behave with somebody who had kid with so much contempt? A woman who is needing a child, is better for the woman to love children. Nothing stops you from going to orphanage homes, pick children, take care of them, buy things for them, and make them happy. Just as a woman now who wants to have children and she's wearing tight to sleep, how would you now make the children? So if you want to be good, if you want to be legit, if you want to have life easy for you, my brother, my sister, let your hands be clean. And if your hands are clean, I tell you something, you're bound to have good harvest. All right, people, this is where we're going to be stopping today. I want to say a special thank you to all our subscribers who have been coming and the new ones. And I promise you, you're ready for a ride of a lifetime. Thank you very much and see you some other time. Bye-bye.